Hey guys, welcome back to Steph's Deluxe Kitchen. I'm Steph and this is my kitchen. So today I'm going to show you how to make fathead pizza dough. What's fathead pizza dough? Well, it is low carb, gluten-free, keto-friendly pizza dough that's super easy to make and way better tasting than those takeout pizzas. So in order to make that, these are the ingredients that I use. I use almond flour, some shredded mozzarella cheese, some cream cheese, a couple eggs, and then whatever spices that you like to use for a pizza dough, of course. So I like to use granulated garlic, some pepper, some salt, and red pepper flakes. And I also put in some Italian seasoning. And then once it's baked, I like to coat it with this super yummy Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. So you could always make up your own butter and coat it if you like extra garlicky pizza dough, which I do. So those are the ingredients that I'm going to use today. Okay, so now that I showed you what ingredients are used in this fathead pizza dough, I'm going to show you how much of each ingredient and how to make it. So it calls for 1.5 cups of almond flour, 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, and 2 ounces of cream cheese. So what you want to do, that's your base, and this makes a family-sized pizza. These aren't, unless you want to make little individual pizzas, I make a family-sized pizza. And so you are going to take your spices, and so whatever spices that you want to use, I use about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, about 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, about 1.5 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, and then a little bit of salt, probably about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and some pepper to taste, however much pepper you like to use. And then you're going to whisk all of your spices together until they get all incorporated. And then you're going to add some eggs. I use 2 eggs for this recipe. And I like to whip them up first and then stick them in the dough. So I just give it a little whip. You don't have to do that. You can put it in however you want. And then I pour it in the dry ingredients. Give it a stir until it's all incorporated, sort of like a wet dough. Once it's all mixed, you're going to microwave your mozzarella cheese and your cream cheese. And I do it about 2 minutes, but 30-second intervals. So after each 30 seconds, you look and you give it a stir. So that is pretty good incorporated. So now I'm going to microwave my cheeses. Okay, so my cheeses have been melted. It took 2 minutes. I'm going to give it a little swirl. It's super hot, so when you put it in and you mix it together, just be really careful. It's very hot. See all that gooey cheese? And I knead the dough with my hands. So if you want to do it with your spatula or with a mixer, you can do that, but I just use my hands. I get it kind of mixed in here, and then I just start kneading away until it's all mixed together, until the cheese and the flour and the spices are all mixed together. So once your dough is all mixed together with the cheese, this is what it should look like. You should have your oven preheated to 425. So while that's preheating, you can start spreading your dough out on a baking sheet. You can have a pizza pan, or I just use one of these cookie sheets with a edge on it because once all the toppings are on there in the sauce, it tends to drip off. So I like to use one that has an edge. So you want to get parchment paper or non-stick and have a bowl of water handy because this dough doesn't spread as easy as your average pizza dough. So you're just gonna scoop it out, slop it in the middle. And again, this makes a family size pizza. You just wanna work it all out. Just spread and spread and spread. Okay, so my dough is all spread out. Give it some time. It takes a lot to stretch it all out and make sure that you have water because it's super sticky. So you just spread it all out. And then you're gonna wanna take a fork and stab a few holes in it. And this is to avoid bubbles that may form while you're baking. Bubbles will still form. So when you take it out of the oven, there will be like a big bubble probably, and you just stab it with a fork. It's not a big deal. So I just give it a couple pokes. And then once your oven is up to 425, you're gonna stick it in the oven for 8 minutes and then take it out, and then I'll show you what you do after that. So after 8 minutes, your dough should look like this. Little golden brown. There's a couple bubbles, but it's not too bad. I'm not gonna stab at it. And that's about it. You can leave it this way and top it with whatever you want. I'm gonna show you what I do. To start, I'm not gonna top the whole thing, but I'm gonna show you. So I use this Kerrygold garlic and herb butter, about 2 tablespoons. I melt it and then I coat the pizza or the dough on the edges. It gives it some really good garlic flavor and also adds that extra butter if you are doing keto. It's good to have your fats and stuff in there. So I just coat it all over. And it's got the nice herbs in there. So if you like garlic butter on your pizza, you can always make your own garlic butter if you don't have the garlic and herb Kerrygold. So I love this sauce. This is keto friendly. It is Rayo's homemade marinara sauce, and it's super low carb and low sugar. So this is the sauce that I use for my pizza. And I use about a cup of this sauce. So this is my fathead pizza dough. I hope you enjoyed watching my channel. If you do, please subscribe and hit that like button. And again, thank you for watching Steph's Deluxe Kitchen. I'm Steph, and this is my kitchen. One and a half cups of almond flour and 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. Let's back it up. How much to use and stop. So what do I say?
Smile and action.
Okay, so once your dough. So thanks for watching my channel. Doggone it.
Smile and action.
So thanks for watching my channel. I'm doggone it. Why do I keep saying